What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another... Oh, no way. I don't know what was going on there, but yeah, welcome back to another video. For some reason, I thought the tractor was dead. It clicked a couple times, and then after the third time, it fired up. So, hopping in the 340, and I'm gonna take off and pick up an auger cart. So before we start off this video, I'd just like to thank everybody that's clicked on it and all the support on the channel. I appreciate it. So, hope you enjoy this video. There's really not a whole lot to do to get an auger cart ready. There's a lot of wires that need to be fed through here. We have a monitor that sits in the cab here that tells us how many pounds we got on the cart. So I gotta get all that hooked up. I need to check the gearbox oil, grease all the knuckles, and I might give it a rinse. So first up will be hooking up all these hydraulic hoses. There's only 3 sets of them. Open and close on the gate, run the spout, and then up and down for the auger. So kind of got a mess of wires and hoses, but I'll get it all straightened out. Well, I got all the hoses hooked up, and I'm gonna take it out here, make sure they're hooked up on the right spots. I know they're all in the right remote. Whether or not the flow's in the right direction, we're gonna find out. All right, let's try the auger here. Oh yeah, she's working. Spout, bingo, gate, oh, well, we got 2 out of the 3 right. So I've got the gate hoses flip-flopped. I like to be able to push down on the lever and then the gate opens and then pull back for it to close, and it's flip-flopped. So I'm gonna go change that real quick. So now we check the gearbox oil. Here's the gearbox. This gearbox runs the PTO that basically allows the grain to get out of the auger cart, so pretty important. So we want to make sure the oil level is okay, and also need to grease all these shafts and everything. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it on the camera, but oil level's good up there at the top, so tighten this thing back up. So running a grease gun and trying to film just is not a good mix. So I finished up greasing this whole auger cart, so I'm just gonna kind of run through and show you where the points are at. There's 2 here on the spout. There's 1 up inside of this spout by the auger, and there's a grease zerk on this bar right here on the back side. There's 1 in here, and then basically on all the knuckles on the drive shaft throughout the whole cart. So this thing is greased, and now I'm gonna go get the monitor. Gotta put it in the cab, so I gotta wire that up. Not really wire it, I guess, just plug it all in, make sure everything works. And also I gotta get a camera receiver monitor, because there is a camera on the back of this right here. And yeah, so I put the monitor in there, plug it all in, make sure everything works, and probably rinse it off. All right, well, I got power to the camera and the scale here. Well, there's the backup camera, and there's the scale. So I gotta jump out here. We do have a digital readout on the side of the cart. So I'm gonna make sure that's on and working too. And looks like it's on. So I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it says -4. So it looks like everything's hooked up and ready to go here. I think I've got everything situated the way I want it in here. I don't normally run the cart anymore because I'm always in a combine, but I think everything is pretty much set the way it was last year. So all right, let's see if this works. Now we're talking. 1082 is ready to go to the field now. All right, well, a couple of days had passed. The last time I was videotaping was on a Friday, I think. And back at it, back at getting some fall equipment ready. And I need to move this 4650 in Batwing, pull it out of the shed because I'm gonna get the 470 quad out. And that needs to be taken over to a shed so I can hook up an auger cart to it. So this cart's pretty much gonna get the exact same thing done as the other one. I gotta go around and grease everything on it. It's the same exact cart. I think this one's maybe a little bit newer, so same grease points. Hook up the hydraulics and probably wash it off. So on this one, instead of having a separate monitor for the camera system on this cart and tractor, I've got an adapter so the camera runs through the Pro 700 here in this quad. So I'll hook that up and the scales in this cab, and then she'll be ready to roll. Well, this auger cart is ready to go. I'm taking it out back right now. I'm gonna run everything and make sure it's 100% ready to go. But I greased it, checked the gearbox, wired everything up. So I got my scale here, got my camera hooked up, and all the hydraulics and PTO are hooked up. So let's take it out here, unfold the auger, and run the PTO and test fire it. Oh my! Did you see that? That was a raccoon. And I can't believe it. I had to climb up in that spout to grease that thing. And there was a raccoon in it. Holy cow. Well, that was interesting. I couldn't imagine that thing attacking me while I'm on a step ladder trying to grease the auger. Every time I service these things, like this auger sitting behind me, I always think about that, because a time or two there has been raccoons or possums in there. So anyway, all the hydraulics are working good. So I'll shut it down and pull the auger back, and this cart's ready to go. I'm gonna go wash it off. Clean tractor, clean cart. And we're ready to go to the field. We do still have to get some grain bins ready before we kick off harvest, but we still got some time. These beans right here around the farm kind of starting to turn a little bit, so we still got some time before we're gonna get in there and nose into the field. But always this time of year, I feel like all we do is pull equipment in and out of the shed. So in order to get that cart in here, along with this other one, I'm gonna take this semi, I'm gonna pull it in the shop, I'm gonna back the Batwing back in here, and I'm gonna get out of here so we don't have to listen to a beep while it's building up air. But I'm wanting to wash this thing off. It hasn't been washed yet, so I'm gonna back the Batwing in here in the shed, pull that in the shop, pull this cart in here. So we'll have a full house in the shed here. Semi's in here, now time for a little washing. Would you look at that? The old International cleans up pretty good. She's shining. Well, that's gonna wrap up this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'd appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up and also subscribe. And I'm getting pretty anxious. I'm ready to get these combines out of the shed. So stay tuned for more. We'll see you guys in the next one.